This week on tech-byte, I'm excited to talk with you and some guests about 3D printing. 3D printing is one of the latest phenomenons. You can use it for cosplay props, a lot of other things. They're actually using it to save one of America's favorite candies and bring manufacturing jobs back to the U.S. I'm Patrick Moats. Welcome to this week's tech-byte.
Tech-byte, sponsored by Epico's Comics, Cards, and Games.
So we're joined in studio today by our friends from STRACT Corporation. This is Chance Yanagita and Marsha Roberts, and they are going to show us some of their cool inventions and how they've probably affected your life and you didn't even know it. So guys, thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Okay, so I'll let you guys take the lead. Tell me what we've got here, what are we looking at, and what do our viewers at home need to see that's on this table?
So one of the first things we wanted to point out was our recent project for Mars, where we actually saved the Twix.
Okay, so as an M&M Mars, this is the Twix bar.
Yeah, so what we did was, this shape in particular, two different engineering firms had failed to be able to create that really, really tight curvature there. And this actually gets loaded up into the machine, and they push the caramel onto the cookie. It's a surprisingly hard process. And so what we did was we were able to, over a couple of iterations, be able to 3D print, and they were actually able to use those 3D prints to run it there, because that part was actually almost extinct. And so yeah, they reached out to us and we were able to do that.
To reverse engineer.
And so with 3D printing, I was going to say, you just reverse engineered, like you had the part, you basically designed it in a software and printed one.
Exactly.
And so now everybody can enjoy Twix bars.
Oh yes.
So from everybody watching, thank you. All right, and Marsha, you were telling me that the firm got started with a unique idea in mind. So why don't you tell us about that?
It did. We've been working on developing the doll for all, which is a doll that can be altered for whatever disability a child has.
Okay.
And we were determined to have this doll made in the USA, and there are no vinyl dolls made here. It was all shipped to China and elsewhere in the 90s.
Okay.
So we spent 2.5 years trying to figure this out, very stubborn. And in the meantime, this was me and my business partner, Rick Harrison, who was the inventor of the doll.
Okay.
In the meantime, Chance got interested in the project, and Nick Desimov, who is a former Disney engineer, got interested. And in the process, we realized that in trying to figure out the doll, that we had actually invented processes that other entrepreneurs could use to prototype and get their products to market. Because right now, prototyping is ridiculously expensive. But we figured out a way that it's affordable.
Okay, and so now we can 3D print lots of things. Like you guys were showing me this off camera. This is a cabinet knob that normally would have to come from China, be made of something, but we can print them here for a fraction of the cost.
Print them here and then cast them with metal. And so then have it to where it's for all intents and purposes a solid metal piece there, and rather than being $150 a piece, we can drive that price down to China prices but made in the USA.
For more information about how our friends can help you, visit them at stract.studio right here on the screen. If you have any more questions about today's episode or want to see us feature your idea, please shoot me an email. I'm Patrick Moats. Thank you for watching tech-byte.
Tech-byte, sponsored by Epico's Comics, Cards, and Games.